So the trailer opens with a stark warning that India could become an Islamic state within the next 25 years. That attempts are being made to convert unmarried girls and India's demography will change soon. This has not only drawn attention but also criticism. Remember how the first part had triggered a massive row with Kerala government strongly objecting to the movie, citing exaggerated narratives with regard to women being recruited by ISIS from the state. Now with the sequel slated for release on the 27th of February, the political temperature is rising once again. Let's listen into what the producer has to say in an exclusive conversation with Times Now.
We have the second season of the film, if I could use the word season. The Kerala Story 2 goes beyond. That trailer is out. The film will be out soon on the 27th of February. And to talk about that film, I have with me Vipul Shah. He needs no introduction. And the director of the film, Kamakhya Narayan Singh. Vipul sir, Kamakhya ji, welcome to Times Now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vipul sir, I remember doing at least half a dozen debates on Kerala Story when the film had come out then. You know, I had taken on those who said that there is no truth to this. Because even before the film, there had been a lot of commentary for years. And then you obviously explored the subject, put it together for people to see. But like I said in the beginning, it was all dismissed as propaganda. Given that kind of commentary and the reception, so to say, by the critics, why did you choose to make Kerala Story 2?
So the first and the most important point is that when you expose a criminal or a terrorist, he's not going to accept that he's done the crime. He's going to refuse it, right? He's going to, what is his best mechanism to defend himself is to say that you are lying, you are trying to discredit the film, try and discredit the entire effort. But people saw through it. It became the highest grossing film in the history of Indian cinema, which is a female-centric film, right? So people gave them a befitting reply. The issue is not about how much success that film got on box office. The issue was that Kerala Story was dealing with a terror plot that happened in Kerala. In Kerala Story 2, what we are showing is that how a certain group of people is using this entire manipulative conversion as a tool to change the demography of India. Now, many girls at that time were arguing this is happening in Kerala, this is not happening in our city. We are showing them what's happening in their next door, maybe in their next lane. And they must be aware, they must be told that this is happening. And then maybe they will be able to understand the seriousness of this problem. You know, the problem with this lobby who is defining or defaming the film is that there are two sides to a film. One is the girls who are the victim, the families who are the victims. And the second side is of the criminal, the terrorists who are doing this act. And unfortunately, they choose to side with the terrorists. Now, if you look at Jhangur Baba, he was called, Jalaluddin, I think year and a half back or something like that, he was caught. And there is allegedly thousands of cases of conversion. Muhammad Gautam was sentenced to life imprisonment by the court for converting more than 1,000 girls. Recently there was this gym jihad where gyms were used to trap the girls for the purpose of love jihad. Few days back, there was a case where a person was caught for converting more than 300 girls. How can you say that this is a propaganda? If so many thousands are not enough for you to get convinced, that means you have already decided an agenda in your mind that you are not going to accept the truth. But the audience is not that. Audiences are very, very sensitive and audiences will definitely see through it. And definitely, we want to show this film to maximum girls, young girls and the families of those girls in this country. And one last point on my beginning remark is that we are eternally grateful to the censor board of our Indian censor board, they have granted us a UA certificate, which means UA 16, which means a lot of young girls will be able to go and see the film, and which is the main purpose of this film, to show it to them so that they can be more aware in making their choices in their lives.
Vipul sir, I'm glad that you've put out the numbers in your opening remarks, because, you know, like is the habit of this ecosystem / lobby, whatever you want to call them, they just come for you. You know, they don't want to even see logic or reasoning in your argument. They have a set notion, like you said, agenda is the word. And anyone who talks about these things, like, you know, when you uttered the word jihad, in my head, I was already thinking of the commentary which will happen, you know, once people hear this interview. They will say, look, Vipul Shah has turned Sanghi. He is one Sanghi producer. You know, that is, you know, sir, we are smiling, but I'm sure you're aware of, you know, what people say or write. I want to ask you about the trailer with, you know, which is out. I have seen, it says that a warning: in the next 25 years, India could be transformed into an Islamic state. In an environment that we are in currently, you know, where you have someone like A.R. Rahman coming and saying, look, I'm getting less work because everything is polarized, communal, etc. For someone like you are a veteran in the industry. For someone like you to, you know, to back a project and to say this in the trailer, what was the mindset?
The mindset was actually, and only thing is that we want to expose this crime to the world. We want to expose this entire ecosystem and show them the truth. Our girls are vulnerable. Our daughters are vulnerable. Our sisters are vulnerable. Our families are vulnerable. We want them to understand the reality from this perspective. And what we are showing in the film are absolute true events. There is not a single scene in the film which is fictional, which is dramatized. Of course, you add drama to a real episode, but every single scene is true. And that, I think, should serve as a very big eye-opener to millions and millions of families. Coming to Mr. Rahman, I was surprised actually that he made that comment, because when he was at his peak, he must have refused hundreds of producers that I don't want to do music of your film. And today, if you're not able to, deliver successful music, people may choose not to work with you. Where is the religion in this? When you were refusing to work with so many producers, were you not working with them on the religious basis? Or you were not working because you were busy and you were working with the top banners and the top directors? So it's a very convenient position to cry victim when things don't go your way. And I don't think a person as big as Rahman should have done this. It doesn't, I just couldn't accept it. It was too shocking. And what about those films that you have refused? Have you ever mentioned about them? No. So that is the problem. But anyway, coming to the larger picture, we want millions of vulnerable families to see this film. And we appeal to everybody that please see through the propaganda that this film is a wrong film or a lying film or whatever. Whatever we are showing in the film is true. It will shake you to your soul, but it will also awaken you. So please go and watch it.
Let me, turn to Kamakhya ji. Kamakhya Narayan Singh is the director of the film. Kamakhya ji, my first question, and this is out of sheer curiosity. आपने फिल्म तो देखी होगी ऑब्वियसली, केरला स्टोरी, और उसके अराउंड जैसे मैंने विपुल सर को पूछा कि क्या क्या नहीं कहा गया, ऐसा कुछ था ही नहीं जो छोड़ा गया, जो प्रोड्यूसर के बारे में लिखा गया, जो न्यूज एंकर्स, अगर मैं डिबेट करता था और मैंने जैसे कहा कि मैंने 6-7 इस पे डिबेट्स की, तो मुझे भी पता नहीं, वो तो हमको तो डेली बोलते हैं, बट मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं कि जब आपको ये अप्रोच किया गया तब आपको डर नहीं लगा कि मुझे भी ऐसे ब्रांड कर देंगे?
देखिए, इससे तो कभी डर लगा नहीं, और पिछले 2-3 साल से मैं डेमोग्राफी के ऊपर काम कर रहा था. तो आई वाज डूइंग डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज, आई वाज डूइंग लॉट ऑफ अदर थिंग्स, एंड आई वाज डूइंग स्टडी ऑन इट, एंड आई फेल्ट इट्स अ ट्रू स्टोरी एज अ फिल्म मेकर, बिकॉज आई हैव बीन, माय background is documentary. So everything which has, anything which has true events, that has to be told to the society. It might be hard, it might be shocking, but society has to take it. Society has to understand it. If society can't understand it, then they will not be prepared to what is going to happen in future. There is a great plan to change the demography of this country. Some foolish, they call it ki in 2047, they will do Ghazwa-e-Hind. But yeah, in longer future, they have. It can happen if we are not conscious enough, we are not ready for it. There is a war inside our country which is going on, and under that, our girls are being used, our daughters, our sisters, they are being used to convert this country into Ghazwa-e-Hind, which will not happen. We will keep trying, doing this kind of films.
Well said, sir. You know, I wish you all the best for Kerala Story 2 Goes Beyond. The trailer is out. The film releases soon. Thank you for this opportunity where we could explore these topics. Kamakhya ji, Vipul sir, all the best. Thank you for speaking to Times Now.
Thank you so much.